I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. About now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game. I
want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Powers through. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On 1st down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Ryan. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Get up! Hey, got it.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really...
On second down, here's Ryan. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Ryan. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ryan. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the ball is knocked out.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey,
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. On first down, Ryan. He finds Yeldon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Shakes off the sag. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
18. Lock in.
Out of Ngakoue. In there to drop him for the 2nd straight play. They may want to block him on 3rd down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now Trubisky lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Ryan on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Again, it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right with a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories of
T.J. Yeldon.
I think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Damn, Charles, man. All you do is get hit on your ass.
Good pick up there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
It's over.
Plays like this with the ball comes
These
through,
niggas ain't playing today, man. They didn't come play today,
to get it back. Because
We missed too many fucking tackles, man.
Everyone else is trying to execute
Way
what
too
they're supposed to
many
do on
tackles.
offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
Stop running.
Unique Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties his Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks have only been an official record
Man,
since
it don't
Super
make no
Bowl
sense
17.
how slow they
Believe
pick
that
up
LC
speed when
Greenwood
they
unofficially
run.
had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Them niggas just be light jogging. Them niggas don't even be running,
Here's
man.
Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there. And the
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Ryan to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25.
Man, how I overran that, bro? How I overran that?
Territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give to Yelder. And he is
How did I overrun that, man?
He goes down right there. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack
I think
there
it's
to
meant
make
for
the
me to
stop.
lose,
And
man.
as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, it's Yeldon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Aaron Lynch able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And Lambo will put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down.
What?
If it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the point.
What? Man, come on, man, bro.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. Pushes him over. And he'll be brought down.
What is
That's a
going
face
on with
mask.
my defense,
Certainly looked
bro?
like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming.
Man, what's going on with my defense, bro? They fucking up,
I don't want
man.
to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the
What's
ball's
going
moved
on
to
with my
about the
defense?
1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here. They'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
It's crazy.
Get up! Get up! 54 south!
They come out here in the eye. Ryan scoring.
Dang, like TJ Yeldon did him for net for
And the
real.
Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
God damn. That shit done crazy, bro.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Man, them niggas don't never touch nobody. Be right in front of me, don't never touch
They get
nobody.
ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down.
Man, look at Trubisky. Now he fucking.
This defense was
Now he fucking up the throws, man.
And they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10.
I'm talking about TJ. Yeah, they look like he motherfucking the boss.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
He dropped it.
Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create
Damn, I hate Adam Robinson
in the middle
hurt,
of the
man.
field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
What?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Man, I kind of have to go for it, man.
Loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll rifle, and that's caught inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now.
My lineman hurt, man. Come on. What more could go wrong for
on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky.
Man, come on, Trey Burke.
Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And a screen only good for 3 that time, but it'll bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle.
Pass interference.
At the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to drive at their own 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the toss, Cohen.
Man, it's so hard to turn up the field, bro.
And it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great
It's so hard to turn up the field, man.
Scrimmage.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he's met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And
He
one, but incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in this case, it shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
Drops, man. Dude, dropping me, man.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, you have about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Man, my defense
Another
got
nice
tackled.
pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. T.J. Yeldon. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Man, my defense did not come to play today, boy.
Touchdown of this Super Bowl.
They could not tackle that dude.
Add on to their lead. And that run massively increased.
I wonder what happened from last night to now, man. This shit crazy.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big time jaunt.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like TJ Hill, the motherfucker, little for that for real, bro.
They had a pretty good return.
They could not tackle.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again.
And got his man.
Now he want to catch it. Now he want to catch it, man.
Before being dropped inside the 40.
When quarterbacks would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now he wants to catch the ball.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Drop the touchdown. We down for 21. Come back, catch that bullshit.
Like,
Man, that's
hey,
crazy.
there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage.
And he will not make it back to the line.
What the hell?
He's going to be taken down.
Man, that's crazy, man.
We're back to
He dropped the touchdown,
after this.
but come back and catch this shit when we down 21. That shit.
3rd and long following
That shit
the
crazy.
sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. He's going to let it fly.
My shit lagging, man. My shit is responding late. This stream.
Go for with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it,
TJ hit like the bus, man. That shit crazy.
Unfamiliar city, obviously. Unfamiliar hotel. No
I ain't play bad on offense. My defense didn't show up. Yeah, like they couldn't tackle today, man.
All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
I guess we'll be back next season.
It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Yeah, looking like motherfuckers wrong. Business, man.
Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football.
Now we want to get some light. Man, I hate this game, man.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Drops.
Trying to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dewan Smoot in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
Drops in my defense just did not show up.
Incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all
they
game
could
long,
not tackle TJ Hill. That is crazy.
They've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways.
This shit crazy, man.
Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever
my defense could not tackle TJ Hill today.
So good to see the emotion when it's all said and
what
done.
he doing to TJ Hill over last night? We was sticking to that last night.
Making me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
So look at that.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching.
Man, I
everybody.
hate
We'll
Allen
see you
Robinson
next
got
season
hurt.
right here on EA Sports.
Nigga, that pass game didn't do shit. How many drops we had? 3.